welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. You know the best part about a 20-minute autosave? It's when you forget to hit the record button before starting the episode, or your recording software crashes, you can then go back and reload. So, that's what I've done, so just bear with me, because I've got to do a recap of what I've already spoken about, which I already recapped, because, yeah. Alright, so let's start with production sites couldn't quite keep up because the engines weren't quite coming fast enough, so I changed out some of these to have speed modules as well, just to bump up production. Number one. Number two, I placed down some more solar, like a shit ton of solar. Number three, I finished smarting. Let's start at the bottom. I finished smarting. I don't know how well this shows up. I do know I choose a heap of bandwidth. I'm talking bandwidth in YouTube when you guys watch it because, yeah, the scrolling doesn't like it. I finished smarting the rest of the smelters. And some are off, as you can see. Some are still on. Most of the iron's off, actually. Shit. So it's really only steel that's running. Where's steel? The top one's running because I didn't smart it because it's broken, but we'll get to that shortly. These ones I didn't realise until I was recording, but they're set to 900,000. So I just assumed they'd have as much storage as the iron. Turns out it's 806,000. So we need to actually come change these power switches down to 800. We don't have iron getting into this bottom station. We just see 0 iron and only 200,000 steel smelted ever. We just don't have enough iron outright. Even with 30 odd outposts. Actually, one of these trains, that's an iron train. That's a copper train, so we are chewing through the resources still. We just don't have nearly enough outposts. If you do remember, we're originally at 5.7 gigawatts for just beacons. We're now down to 4. Because of the smart system and turning stuff on and off, we're doing a lot better. Actually, at the moment, we're running on accumulator and nuclear power, and we're only at 6 gigawatts total. We have been as high as 12 and still have not enough power. Take those out, put those in. Now we can run a little bit faster. Mods. I installed some mods. Basically going off you guys' advice. And thank you to those who commented. It gives me a direction of what you guys would... Well, indication of what you guys would prefer to see. Because we have... How many solar panels currently? 202,000 solar panels. And... Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. And they're still placing them. You can see there's still gaps everywhere. It's funny, some of these have all solar but no accumulators, some are missing both, some have lots of accumulators, no solar panels. It's a bit all over the place. But yeah, we're still putting down solar panels because I told the bots to do it, basically. So, research. You guys said, look, let's go for, not cheaty, but higher tier of solar panels and accumulators. So let's start with solar panels. Standard panel makes 60 kilowatts. Level 2 panel from the mod Advanced Solar costs 5 panels plus a few extra materials and puts out 300 kilowatts. So that's 5 times as powerful for 5 and a bit times the cost, which I like. You know, you pay a bit more for that compression. The level 3 ones put out 5 times as much as the level 2 ones, and again cost 5 of the level 2 ones, so we're now talking 125 solar panels in one panel, and take some steel and some level 1 productivity modules, which is a little bit weird, I guess. What's that, 15 green, 15 red circuits? Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe these should be a bit more expensive. And it's nice that something actually uses productivity modules level 1. But yeah, so yeah, 125 times as powerful, and maybe about 130 or 150 times as expensive. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. We're going to start going in when I've built enough of them and I make a blueprint. We're going to start using those instead. Accumulators. Standard one holds 5 megajoules. Level 2, same story, costs 5 of the first one, and holds 25 megajoules worth of power, with some extra stuff thrown in. Level 3 one costs 5 of the level 2 ones, so again 125 times as much, and holds 125 megajoules. So 5 megajoules, 125 megajoules, 125 times as powerful? No, 25 times as powerful. My maths is wrong somewhere. 60 kilowatts, 1.5 megawatts. Okay, yeah, 25 times as powerful. Not 125 times as powerful, but you get the picture. We put in Exoskeleton Mark II. Now, you guys can pause the video right here and read this. The bottom line is 100% walking speed, stackable. It uses 650 kilowatts of power. The standard one uses 200 kilowatts, yeah, and gives you a 30% movement bonus. So it's 3 and a bit times as fast movement with 3 and a bit times the amount of power. So, you know, not overpowered in the slightest. I like it. It also gives you 60 extra inventory slots, 1 extra bar in the tool belt, 5 logi, and 10 trash slots. So, again, fan of that one. We put on the nuclear fusion armor. Fusion, fission, yeah, however you want to pronounce it, doesn't matter. Which lets you build unpowered armor. Let's just go with armor. Unpowered armor. Again, quite expensive. And then even after that, you then have to power it up inside a centrifuge, that's the word I'm looking for, with 50 uranium fuel cells. Now, unfortunately, the fuel cells don't get used up and the armor wear out, which I'd like to see, but I probably admit it's probably beyond what the game's designed to do currently. And that one gives us an extra 10 inventory and a grid size that's 12 by 12 rather than 11 by 11. We're going to give this one a whirl. I'm not sure about it. I like the idea that it uses, the uranium, but we'll see. Alright, there's plenty of Mark III armor mods out there. I don't know whether I'm going to like this one or not. I'd like it if the grid size was a bit larger. Apart from that, I'm fairly happy with it. I don't know. We'll work that one out when I actually use it. No, that's a stock. This one, Infinite Technology Expanded. I read this and I'm like, wow, we need that. So, rocket shooting speed bonus. I'm really hoping that affects the reload, but then again, we're done with biters, so who knows. If it was a reload, I'd probably research it, because there was quite a few times I just want to launch nuke, launch nuke, launch nuke. Maybe stuck waiting for a 2-3 second reload, just too long. Cannon shell shooting speed. Again, I hope it affects reload. Bullet shooting speed. This is the one that worries me, because it's not that expensive. I know it doubles each time, but we're at the stage where who cares? Short of 64,000 fucking research, who gives a damn? But it might be a case where you might empty a whole clip of 200 rounds in like 2 seconds if you research it high enough. I don't know. It's something we could play with. It adds laser turret shooting speed. Unfortunately, it doesn't affect the personal laser defense. It's something I meant to go look on the mod portal for anything that upgrades those, because they look like fun, and they are fun, and they are very, very effective, but there's just no upgrades for them, which I found was a little bit disappointing. We've got a braking force upgrade, which is the same bonus all the way up from the stock, and I am really, really looking forward to getting this really, really high and giving ourselves a whiplash. We've got a character logi slots upgrade, which just gives you another row. I'm not sure, look, we're using a fair bit of ours. That's, without yeah, without those, that's pretty much how I keep mine most games. So, yeah, look, it wouldn't hurt, but we don't really need it either. Trash slots. Slot upgrade I really like, because I literally use this as an extra inventory when we're going out in combat. You guys have seen me do it. You've seen me load up this with all sorts of ammo and shit, because as long as we don't go anywhere near a logi network, it works great. Hold up. Where are we? Worker robot cargo size. Now, I've played plenty of robot mods that upgrade the robots prior to version 15. You know, ones upgrade speed and all sorts of things. And I really wish vanilla increased the cargo size on robots a fair bit. And battery. Battery was the other one I really wish was in vanilla. Just let bots not travel further, but just travel longer between recharges. You know, I know they're faster. I don't know if they use battery faster or not, but I just like them to, like, you know, hell, if I could, I'd build a little fusion reactor, you know, which is what, 250? What is it? 250 processing units. If you gave me robots in vanilla that I could build that also cost 250, you know, blue chips, or that never had to recharge, I probably would. We got a lab research speed upgrade for 100% bonus. I'm not going to touch this one yet. I'm going to see whether we need it. If our labs are running at full speed and I don't need it, then I won't. But then again, if I can remove beacons and sub it in for this research, I probably will. Again, it doubles every single time you do it, so it's going to get expensive quick. But if we're looking at making 5,000 packs a minute of every type, who gives a damn? Last one was inserter capacity bonus, which only affects the stack inserters. Don't need it yet, but there are some of our builds that like use iron or gears that could probably take advantage of a stack inserter that picked up and put down 20 items at a time. So yeah, that's the mods put in. We need to research some of them. Oh look, finished? Yeah, finished. 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 Let's do a harder one. See, that's got, like, you know, heaps of science. Oh, not finished. 500 packs. Done. We're gonna do... Okay, so we're gonna do cargo size. Whilst it does that, we're gonna build... And again, we're gonna build one of them. And we're gonna start building... Oh, and again, we're just gonna start building a tiny bit of solar with a tiny bit of accumulators. And this is far from ideal. These take 25 seconds. This takes 62 seconds. And this needs 5 of the previous level. And here I am producing... What? 4? Yeah, 4? Maybe? Not even quite. But I really don't care. And we're going to speed module the whole lot because we can. Let's be honest. Let's be 100% honest. We do stuff because we can. Stack inserters. No, I needed 2 more chests. There and there, and I need... Oh, come back here, research. And again. Shit, that I got up to 1600 real quick. We need a passive provider. Okay. You. Nope, wrong way. And you up, and I need to go that way. Now, substation. Powered. See, that was quick. And we're going to be lazy. We're just going to shift left click, shift right click the whole lot, and just let it request. We're not too worried. It doesn't have to run at full speed. In fact, as long as it runs a little bit, we're happy. 100% happy. So that's that running. And the bots will slowly feed it, and it will slowly get there. Now, our solar field, because the way this is set up, wow, those bots are going to, yeah, okay. So, because the way this is set up, 32,000, okay. Because the way this is set up, I literally have to come in here once, just once, change these inserters to the new type of solar panels, and then I can go along with the deconstruction planner and just scrap large, fairly large chunks of this. As long as we're still in robot range, we're fine. I can just scrap, and the robot's got no choice but to put it in storage, which gets loaded in the middle wagon. Middle wagon will bring it up here and dump it back into the home base, where these machines will hopefully eat it as fast as possible, produce the new panels, which will then change these requesters to request the new panels and take them back out to be built. So it's a fairly automated system to change over the solar. We've just got to, I'll scrap these 4 up here to start with and build a new blueprint, and then I will start scrapping from here backward. Like I said, this is a standard. So if we assume this whole thing was like square-ish, when we upgrade it to level 2, if we upgrade it straight to level 2, it would be 1/5 the size. So it basically means this area comes to about here instead. Then, if we then upgraded that to tier 3, it would become about 1/5 the size again. So all of this should fit between this train line and about here somewhere at tier 3. So I can just start scrapping all the way across and work my way in. Yeah. But first off, we'll let them stack up a few. We need, I don't know, how many is in the standard blueprint? Like 800, 700. Yeah, 8 and 700. So we're going to let them build up first, and then I'll make a blueprint, and we'll go from there. And what are you requesting? No, you just don't have enough stuff yet. Okay. Actually, crap. Level 10. Let's do level 10. It's 64,000. Because now these bots can carry like 10 items at once rather than 1. We need to make outright productivity modules. Blueprint that shit back down and change that to productivity 1s. And I'm going to cap this. So far I haven't been capping anything, but productivity modules less than 500 in the network. My figure. Yeah, it's got a little green light on it. So that means I've got the less than and greater than around the right way. Because I fucked that up a lot, actually. Done. Okay. So that's that building. Next job is to go look at the smelters, because one of them's still broken. Should we build Nexo? Nah, look, we'll build Nexo next episode, and the armor. Never know, we might get to it this episode. Depends how we're running for time. 19 minutes. Probably not. I'm gonna do a quick... And by the way, I've renamed the smelter. It now says iron. Iron properly. It's now spelled correctly. Yeah, now we'll do the smelter. I'll do a quick tutorial on how to fix my fuck up. Whilst we're on the train. So we've got this constant combinator, which outputs 500. 500 ore, which is linked via red wire to this requester chest, or that requester chest, all the requester chests. And the requester chests, when I get close enough, I can show you they're told to read whatever the circuit condition is and request that amount. So they're actually set. No, wrong train station. Fail. Now I wish I had the faster legs. I do have a car now. I have tried driving around the car and it's been a little bit hit and miss. You know, occasionally I miss things, occasionally I hit things, so this is where we need to be. So this is set to set requests. So it means all of these are automatically filled out without me having to go through and manually set each one. For this side, I forgot to hook up the magic wire. So we need a power pole there, and then we need to go to here, and we need to change that to 1, because I want them to work, but not work well. Change that to set requests, and we need to take our wire from, to every single blue chest. Now, prior to version 15 and some of the neat quality of life updates we've got, this would take me literally 30 minutes to fix this problem, and the other problem is staring in the face. If you have a look, none of these furnaces have modules in them. So it would have taken me 20 minutes to manually click on every single furnace whilst having modules to put modules in every furnace. Yeah. And hook up that damn red wire. Now we're in 15. I can copy that, shift right click, shift left click, drag. Oh look, it's set. And do the same going this way. Yep, that's also set. So, top row's set. Top row has the right modules in it. Next two rows don't. So, with a filter deconstructor, we can say furnace, and we can say blue chest. And then we want to just demolish this in chunks. So make sure, oops, shit. No, run. Give me those back. Take that out. We want them in my inventory, not in the trash system. Yeah. So we want to try and make sure that it's just us picking up these things. No none of the bots for this network or the network below us, because that will also reach. And try and make sure that they all end up with us. Now, we want to blueprint this whole top row without these chests, without that, and without that. Because we don't give a shit about any of that stuff. We just want those items. Now, if we zoom in far enough, you can see 120. Oh no, let's not do 128,000. Let's do 256. That's expensive. Let's just do a mining productivity. If you can see now it's lined up. Okay, so it's just a matter of getting the whole row lined up, and it should put down our furnaces, and it should put down all our little blue chests with our magic red wire, which are all set to set requests. The only thing they're missing is they're not actually hooked up to this network, or, well, the wires aren't hooked up to the existing network. So, and more importantly, because it's a blueprint, all that wire was free. If we join those three together, we now have a tiny bit, no, just one ore, being delivered all the way down. Run there, that's done. So that's now up and running. We can change this request 1 ore thing back to request 500 ore. Sure, let's do another one. You're short on Logibots. Okay. Haven't quite got the whole system worked out. Now we need to set up the smart system, which means you have to go. We can't let power go from the train's tracks down or up. You cover the whole area, so you can go and you can go. We need a power pole there. And that has to go. Okay. Now that we've got that much done, we need power switch there and there. Yep, I told you I'm going to get hit by a train. Red wire through the power switch into a chest. Through the power switch into a chest. Green wire into the Logi network. Oh, go away. Copper wire. Really? Now autosave. It is telling me that it's basically time this episode's up. You know, as it is my second time round. Because I fucked up the first one. A bit of copper wire. Copper wire, power from there to there. Oops. To there to there. And we set you if enabled steel is greater than... No. If steel is less than 800,000. Done. You provide power. Wire. From there to there to there to there. Done. You're providing power too. I need to copy that because this one is set to 900,000 and this one's set to 900,000. Turns out the network, if I can hover correctly, only holds 806,000. Maxed. So, yeah, do another one. So, after I click all these, that's that problem corrected. The bottom one's still not getting iron. As you can see, in its lifetime, it's only got 184,000. Well, 184,000 iron ore in to make 184,000 steel. Yeah, that sort of doesn't make sense at all, but you guys get my picture. Anyway, so look, I'm going to call it here for this episode. Yes, the smart power system is working wonderfully. We're down to 3.8 gigawatts, and honestly, look, green circuits, 1.2 million. That one can be turned off. Green circuits, 1.1 million. That can be turned off. Green circuits. Oh, that one's actually running flat out. That one can stay on. Red circuits, 518. Yes, you have all the materials required. You only hold 518,000 red circuits then. Research again. So same story. We can set this one to 500, and as soon as it gets 500,000 red circuits in it, it would power down. And you're at 1.3 million blue. So same story. We could put in a couple of power devices here and get this one to power down again when it hits a million. Unfortunately, the power's on-off. There's no cooldown period, I guess is the words I'm trying to look for. Which I know how... Well, thanks to Getwin. Thank you very much, mate. I watched one of his tutorials, and I've worked out how to get it to work. It's not very elegant. I was trying to design my more elegant system, so there was actually a timer. So when these steel hit 800,000 steel, it would run for another 10 seconds or minute before it powered down. But I just couldn't get it to work. I spent 2 hours today in Factorio playing around with it and couldn't get anywhere. I got close, but just not quite. So, like I said, I'm going to call it here for this episode. I'm going to grab the train and run back home. Um, that's it, I guess. Yeah, that's it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to play with the new armor. Now it's researched instantly, pretty much. We're going to build at least one of these armors, if not, I've currently got 3. We can probably get rid of this one, which was combat. But I really want a running armor and a building armor. Well, that's probably a good spot to stop. But yes, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Really hope you're enjoying the series, especially with the additional mods. We've still got a tiny bit of base maintenance to go. Finalising the trash train for all the stations and the fuel train. But once they're done, we just still need to plan out exactly how to do the rockets, which is going to take some tweaking, and find out why batteries are not being delivered to the home base, because I noticed that earlier, or maybe they are now. Yeah, okay, they are now. We just had a momentary shortage. Yeah, a bit more maintenance to do, and then the big overhaul of trying to get the last few modules. We're going to go with modules built to make the last few things we need for rockets, and then trying to get the whole lot working at once. And it turns out I need to do more outposting, which I won't make you guys bear and watch, because we need more iron. Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, then you wouldn't mind, just click the subscribe button. Really helps the channel. And more importantly, it means you guys don't have to track down the next bloody video. It should pull up in your little YouTube newsfeed. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Alright, bye.